Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aquath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathen. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this bus that crashed into 12 cars, leaving 35 people injured in a mass casualty incident. So through the spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says a massive crash involving a bus and 12 vehicle in Pikesville injured as many as 35 people and trapped 2 people in the wreckage, Baltimore County fire officials said. Officials said emergency crews were called around 5:48 p.m. Wednesday for a crash involving a Maryland Transit Administration bus and cars in the 1500 block of Reisterstown Road, Slovakia. Authorities declared a mass casualty incident for which 15 ambulances, medevac helicopters, and the shock trauma go team responded to the scene. Officials said medical ambulance buses responded from Howard and Anne Arundel counties. County police on Thursday said the bus driver suffered life-threatening injuries and was flown by medevac helicopter to a hospital. All patients were taken to hospitals by 7:18 p.m., fire officials said. According to the Maryland State Highway Administration, Reisters Road is closed in both directions between Old Court Road and Sudbrook Lane. One of the cars overturned onto its roof on the sidewalk and several other cars were seriously damaged. Officials are examining the structural integrity of the building involved. Baltimore gas and electric crews also responded to address downed wires. BGE released a statement saying there is one downed utility pole. There is no service impact to customers. Baltimore County Executive Kathy Klausmeyer, posted a statement on social media saying, "Our hearts are with everyone affected by tonight's multi-vehicle crash in Pikesville. I want to thank our fire, EMS, and police crews for their swift response and care to those injured." Governor Westmore posted a statement on social media saying, "My administration is closely monitoring the situation following the multi-vehicle crash involving an MTA bus in Baltimore County. Dawn and I are keeping everyone impacted in our hearts and prayers. We are grateful for our first responders who acted with speed and skill to ensure the safety of our neighbors. We've been in close coordination with local officials to provide any support needed on the ground." Yeah, so some heavy judgment. But like I've been saying, through the spirit, these are all just signs of the last days. These judgments getting more serious. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And the Heavenly Father was in the midst of that judgment. He was in the midst of that crash, that multi-vehicle crash that injured 35 people. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hand. Higgaion Selah. And that's right. So this, I believe it was 12 vehicle crash that resulted in 35 people being injured and the bus driver having to be airlifted to a hospital. That was the judgment of the Lord. And it was a very serious judgment. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And it is a fearful and scary thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. Because there's nothing you can do to prevent these judgments from happening. And you don't even know that they're going to happen. You know, that judgment happened relatively late in the day. You know, everybody was probably just trying to go home. And then, you know, this major multi-vehicle crash happened. So it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. And this judgment was just yet another example of it. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And every day, through his judgments, the Lord wounds and kills wicked people with whom he is angry with. And there is nothing anybody can do to prevent these judgments from happening. Psalm 7:11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why judgments like this happen. Major multi-vehicle crashes where everybody, or maybe not everybody, but most of the people involved get injured to varying degrees. And in some cases, or in the more severe cases, people even die. And we can expect to see a lot more of this take place in these last days. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The water Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath. And shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.